back. This is game 2 that I recorded. This is from Saturday. Must have been. What the hell day was it? I'm going to check my little fancy phony phone McPhonerson here. Today's the 20th. You subtract 21 from 20, you get 19. This was Saturday, Easter weekend. Beautiful Tampa, Florida. We're playing at Port Lonesome Dove Pickleball Court. Why do you call it Lonesome Dove? Almost every day we play pickleball, a dove comes, sits on a wire right behind us, and watches us play the game of pickleball. This is my second game. I know I played badly. I know I lost the first 2 games, so this does not turn out well. Hate to give you the spoilers, but this will not turn out well for Mr. Brian E. Ridge. Who are we playing? Well, about to serve here is my partner, Christopher King. Christopher King, one of the nicest young men you're going to come across. Always a smile, always pleasant, always fun to play with. We're well matched here. We both have white T-shirts on. That's me in the back corner, Brian. And then our opponents. Hitting that last shot was Jeremy, and then dodging the next shot. I don't know what he's doing with his headgear there. He's got some, like he's got a head wound over there. Is Tony. He's got a wrap over his head. To each their own. It's not the look I think I'd be choosing for myself, but heck, what do I care? Anyway, Tony is a crazy good pickleball player. Senior pro, Chris King, by the way, awfully good pickleball player. He's got a great forehand with a ton of spin. He hits a lot of fancy drops with a lot of spin and dinks. People like me kind of hit boring dinks. Every once in a while I hit a good overhead, though. Hello, good overhead. And then Jeremy, I would say his strength is really at the kitchen, where he's got way faster hands you'd expect. He ain't a diminutive guy. That extra length gets him the ability to reach across and hit balls real well. I speed it up, or I try to, because he's not a little guy, with some degree of frequency, but it's amazing how hard I hit it at him, and it just doesn't matter, because his hands are quick enough very often to get it right back at me. So I think if I ever did the math and looked at how many times I sped it up against Jeremy and how many times it did not work out to a point or rally in my way, I'd probably stop doing it. Decent overhead, decently back. Chris does a good job in it. Jeremy's backhand, but these guys are fighting and keeping it up. I do that. This is a habit a lot of people have of hitting a cut when they don't need to. So I'm trying to lift it. Lift it's fine. Keep the paddle low, but don't slide it down like that. Right now I'm not just lifting it, I'm hitting a cut. I like it exactly opposite. I'd rather have the paddle lower and then rise a little bit. And certainly the cut does not do me any favors as far as helping me get that ball over the net. Next serve, Jeremy. The aforementioned fast hands of Jeremy. Look at the nice drive by Tony. Winner. Chris puts nice pace on a couple shots. I bring him up with that bad dead drop. That's not a good choice. Oh, I gave Chris a really tough ball to handle twice in a row. Oh, my word, that was in? That was just luck. Let's see that again. I'd given up when I thought it was... Ugh, I think it's out. I don't know. I think Jeremy served the last one, so it must have been out. Talked about the spin, that backhand. Look at him kind of crank his wrist around and then hits that undercut. He makes that shot very frequently, so even though he missed that one, it's still often a deceptively and difficult shot to get back. He goes cut back in deep, comes up, gives it a decent wallop. I make Jeremy run across. I think he called it out. You know why he called it out? Because it was out. Austin hustling on the opposite court. We've not seen John yet. We did see Austin in the first game. We'll see him later, folks. Don't you worry. Tony does that quick little pop backhand, kind of dink. I think if we watch this and carefully watch it, you're going to see people like Tony are going to have dinks with more intent, not just hitting the dink, but trying to move people around, trying to hit at people's feet, try to take them wide, try to set up for the next shot. Nice drive by Chris. Come on, Mr. King. Cut serve is really good. By the way, it's one of his strengths as well, is hitting really good serves. He is taking care of business. Way to do it, my friend. You're doing good work. I'll give Mr. King a little positive reinforcement and support. Keep it going. Nice serve. Decent. Decent. good, decent, good, decent, good, not good. We outdink them. Love when that happens. All right, Chris, we got a rally going. Keep it going. Let's see if I can rally kill it with a drive. No. Nice shot, Jeremy. He does reach across real effectively and finish shots like that, so watch that. That's not really a pop-up. He's just ready for it and takes care of business. Kind of a sedate commentary today. I feel a little tired. Great deep return. Wow, nice put away, Chris. Couple good shots. I would go wide one side. Jeremy flailing returns it impressively. Chris goes wide the other side, and that one was more than they could handle. Nice drive by Tony. Wow. We're playing. Ugh, man. I think I hit one off the net that was pretty good. Yeah, we're not going to see it. It's too late. I get to be firing. You know, if I reset that, it would be awfully nice. But after you hit 3 or 4 hard shots, you think maybe I'll just hit it harder. Maybe that's the answer. And then I hit it in the net. I like that, but Tony does too. What a nice defensive gem by Tony. All right, I'm watching this. See what I'm doing right and doing wrong. My serve is fine. My third shot drop is fine. Fifth shot dink is fine. I like my form. I'm bringing it across pretty well. Driving him wide. Decide to go to Tony. Hello, Mr. Ernie. All right, we always look at this on Ernie's, make sure we're not cheating. We're going to go frame by frame, up. Feed her out. Right foot is good. Left foot is good. Legal winner. What do you know, Mr. Ernie? Ernie and Bert, success. Okay, I juggle the ball, then serve the ball. That's a little high, but I got away with it. That's a little high, and Tony tears it up. I get away with that shot probably with most all days, but I'm not going to get that away with it with Tony or Jeremy. A little high, and it's going to come back at you hard. Seems like they're hitting it to me quite a bit. Smart. I let it bounce twice. I'm almost certain. Yep, it bounced twice, I remember. Unlucky little net gimmick. I give him a signal. Don't know if we're going or staying. Let's see what we do. He hits it way wide. We stay because it's way wide. I think we did intend to. Look at that. This shot right here, you got to like it. So Tony's got a decent shot. He can hit at her feet. He can do a lot of things. He can try to go wide. Why not just go right in between us? We got no chance at it. What a nice shot. If you got that shot, especially on your forehand, if you're right-handed coming from the left to right, or if you're left-handed coming to the right to left, it is going to win you some points in the game of pickleball. Ugh. Just didn't quite lift it enough. All right, again, I'm trying to... Hopefully, well, who cares? Whatever they do, they do. Jeremy's going to watch this film. He's going to figure out all the things he can improve upon and see what he did well. The same for Chris and Tony. That's why I'm watching it right now. What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? Look at me with the paddle out ready to go. I like that. I need to be ready, paddle out in front of me, ready to fire, because these kids can hit it hard at you at any moment. I was decently low there, I think. That helps. Drop is good. Dink is good. I speed it up and win it. I like it. There we go with a decently hard serve. Drop is okay. Got unlucky hitting the net, though really not a matter of luck. I need to hit it 6 inches over the net, not at the net. Tony hits the net. You go to Tony's backhand. Tony has no problem with it. Chris does his fancy backhand. So does Tony. Comes across. We get it. We win the point. Nice job. Good rally. High level play suddenly. Shocking that I'm involved in play that's at a decently high level. Tony hits it deep. Again, one of the great things from a great player is that the return of serve is going to be deep. Watch me. I'm leaning backwards. I'm looking at the ball. Hopefully this turns out well for me. I decided to go Third shot drop, trying to get it to the middle. I think I do an okay job of it. We press forward. Tony keeps me back. Tony keeps Chris back. And I go wide. Come on, Mr. King. Come on, Mr. King. Let's win this point. We want points. I go drive. No problem for Tony. That's going to be high in problem. That's probably just one of those advantages to being at the kitchen. We fought okay. Just a little bit high. And that's all we do. A little closer look at whatever that headgear that Tony's going with right there. Thank God we don't have mirrors out there. Chris called this. That would have been game winner. He eventually called it out. I thought it was out, but it was one of those that I can't call out. So we're going to go frame by frame. And, man, I think it might be in. We're going to watch it again. I'm looking at it, and I don't call it out. Yeah, who knows? Super close. Look at Chris has got the best view of it. He said he thinks it was out. I say I wasn't sure. I didn't call it in or out. So we actually continue play. It doesn't matter. We end up losing. We wait for the other team to come across. Here we go. Nice dig by Chris on a really tough shot. Let's see where I screw this up. No, don't screw it up there. Good. Not that deep a serve. Good deep return. Shocking. Good drop. Not quite enough on it. Can we get a point or two? Get some respect. We get a 1 or 2 because Jeremy hit it out. Look at Tony go over there and give him a little love, a little support to his teammate. Let's give a little positive reinforcement. We got this. We got this. Keep it up. Keep your head in the game. I wanted to come across and hit that. I just didn't do it. I come across and hit that one, though. All right, we're making it a game. Long game as well. First 2 games we played were long. Chris tries to fire it down the line. What would have been Jeremy's backhand. Unfortunately, he didn't get it quite high enough in that net. That damn net got in the way. All right, I know one more point we lose, so hopefully we... Oh, unfortunate. Off the net, popped up, hit Jeremy. Did not mean to hit you, my friend. All right, we're going to serve again. We're making this a battle. I go chop serve. That's going to be no problem for Tony. I go high with my third shot drop. I come in flailing. We do a couple of resets and then miss one. Get my paddle in the right place. Just didn't hit it in the sweet part of the paddle, so it came off dead and short. I like that. Great serve by Chris. I love the drive by Chris. I love my shot, but Tony has no issue with it. And Tony beats me. All right. One more point we lose. Let's see if we can withstand yet another couple services by our arch enemies. Yep, we cannot. That is the ball game. That's all she wrote. Better game than I remembered, so good job, guys.